Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost, Volume 4 review. If you've been enjoying the intrigue and mystery of Yuki's Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost, its fourth volume of the series should really grab you, as it shows some fascinating developments and tons of drama. Following the third volume's surprising cliffhanger, Princess Belle has finally awoken, yet what will normally be a cause of celebration is anything but for our Belle, who faces heartbreak as she realizes that her love for the Beast will never be requited. Forced to become the princess's attendant, Belle must now face her feelings as she works for a woman who really just wants her out of the way, lest her fiance's eyes wander to the new prettiest girl in the room. Meanwhile, at the capital, Madame La Médium's final plans are about to come to fruition that she plans to try to finish all the Beast once and for all. With the series ending at Volume 5, you really get the sense that this volume is the turning point towards the end, with the story placing more of a focus on drama and plot development over the more action-oriented third volume. This is a switch that is all for the better, as it is packed with a lot of different twists and turns that really change your understanding of the story and its characters. The awakening of Princess Belle here is key as it completely changes the character dynamics and puts our Belle in a very awkward position, with her now having to deal with a woman and a man she loves and is engaged to. It's great at displaying the emotions of his characters, during both its art and its dialogue, as you can really feel Belle's self-confidence crumble as she reverts more towards how she was in the first volume, and the back down to earth with a bump kind of style. Of course, with this Belle story, you aren't supposed to like the princess. It is definitely easier to spot her character flaws as she never feels quite right, as much as she smiles with the castle residents. A lot of the artwork gives her an air of superiority and entitlement after sporting a stern and dissatisfied look. You just get the feeling that she's probably just in this for the power and statues, despite how much she says she loves the Beastly Prince Cyril, and there's quite a few character moments and flashbacks that really enforce this impression, particularly with the big set piece halfway drunk, which really had me thinking, wow, this is one cruel woman. But the appearance of the princess does take up a large chunk of this volume. The side characters aren't forgotten about either, thankfully, with one of them completing a full turnaround for earlier in the series, getting a really nice Warai moment, and probably giving Belle what is an admittedly small group of friends within the castle. On the other side, there's also a couple of funny moments as Madame La Médium continues her manipulation on the royal court, but it's easy to poke fun at the fact that one other faceless character who has been around since the first volume finally has a chance to shine. Despite being one of the more fascinating volumes of the series, it's still not quite perfect, and it never really get gel with the narrative style of chopping and changing between two different waypoints, which it still does here. However, we're getting to the point where these two pieces of the narrative are merging into one, so we'll probably see at least a lot less of this in the final volume. In addition, some of the transition between different plot points can really feel rather sudden as the story moves into the endgame. It does feel as if there was either a little bit more to tell or a missing piece of connective tissue. That said, it does feel about right to bring the story to its climax and I'd rather have a well-written, shorter series rather than a longer one that is dragged out for no reason. It must also be said that Kaori Yuki was reading the series, and I honestly think it's a testament to her talent for her to be able to crank out something that is good in the circumstances. I still love the artwork for this series, which continues to particular excel with its close-up character art, as well as its pure details and costume design. In a series where one of its main themes is the perception of beauty, you appreciate the level of detail that goes into not just the fancy dresses, and also the attention placed on physical flaws, like burns or scars, so you get to answer the picture. Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost continues to be published by Kodansha, both physically and digitally. Translation of this volume is handled by Rose Pageant and has no issues to note. Overall, Volume 4, Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost is a fascinating read that grasps you with mystery, intrigue, and dramatic developments, and its marks itself out as a turning point in the story. We head towards the endgame. If you have enjoyed the series so far and have fallen in love with its characters, the picking this up is a no-brainer as it reveals a lot more about them and pushes them through a variety of twists and turns before we get to the final confrontation. While seeing a good series ends and always has a tinge of sadness, I personally can't wait to dig into the final volume. 8 over 10.